Alrighty. I won't start doing the readings until everybody comes on, so I said I'd go on at 8 o'clock. Well, I'm in Wodonga at the moment, as you can see, so I'm here for a few days and then I'm heading back to a Wollongong, probably around about next Wednesday. So, and it's beautiful weather here. It's so much hotter than Wollongong though. We're sort of experiencing 30. I think it's going to be 36 tomorrow. But it's been a long time since I've been out in the country experiencing weather like that. I'll probably put my phone on so I know the time. I know the people sitting in the background there. Hey, all things wavy, how are you? It's lovely to see you on board. This is what I loved last time I came on really early, because I'm used to coming on around about lunchtime here, and it usually means there's a lot of places already tucked in for nine eyes. And it's really nice. Hey Teddy, how you going? So I thought it would be really nice to do an early one so I could catch some of the people like I did last time, which was beautiful because I get to have some of the old names like all things wavy around, which is really nice. So names I'm quite familiar with now. And it's really funny because although I haven't met a lot of you in person, you sort of end up having this really sort of nice bond with people. Lauren, how are you going? You sort of end up with this really nice sort of relationship with people. Although Lauren, I have met in person quite a few times. Lauren has been coming to me since before I started doing the channel. So I met Lauren on a boat, doing readings on a paddle steamer. Oh, very nice. So you had a big move by that. Colorado, how beautiful. I can't wait to get back to the States again. I only had a little taster and I loved it over there. I've always wanted to just sort of, we've talked about this on my channel before, buying a Winnebago and just doing a whole tour of the States and just going for 6 months. I'd love to do something like that. I hope I get to do that in my lifetime. I feel like we've been really restricted the last 2 years. Hey, how are you, Rosie? You didn't. I saw your name. I saw your little good morning Yvonne thing. So it's lovely to see you on board. I'll get into the readings as over 3 years. That's actually nearly 4 years ago now. So haven't you come a long way since then? Yeah, the psychic cruises. There's been a lot happen over my lifetime. But yeah, that would have been before I started my channel up. I think I was just in the process of thinking about the channel at that time. So I think the channel turned 3 last August. So we're almost to 3.5. All right, let's get stuck in. Hey, Empress Ava, how are you? We're going to get stuck into your readings. So I'm not doing super chat today. I'm only doing the readings. So Libra. Okay, let's start with Libra for Empress Ava. All right, so we'll start with the sign of Libra. And let's see what's going on. Seems a little bit funny doing this live. We're going to use the Muse Tarot for this reading. 2 of Swords coming out again. I feel like sometimes when the cards repeat, there's a real strong message for us to take notice of. Yes, that's right, Lauren. You're absolutely spot on. So I have known you for a long time. So the 2 of Swords talks about a decision that is needing to be made. Now, the 2 of Swords is not the easiest decision. It has you in some sort of stalemate here. It's a decision that is going to create pain for you, without a doubt, because in the traditional card, of course, the person is blindfolded, which means they don't want to see the truth. So either they're not making the decision because it's too difficult, or this decision means, of course, that... very nice. You have to let me in. I'll talk to you about what you're planning, Lauren. Yeah, it's sort of a decision that's very difficult to make. So we've got someone sitting on the fence here. Look, 5 of Wands too. Wow, okay, so we're really in a bind here with the Two of Swords and the Five of Wands, because the Two of Swords, of course, is that difficult decision, that being stuck on the fence, that stalemate energy, and then the Five of Wands is that going backwards and forwards. So something here you're making a decision about. The universe is calling for you to have balance with the Temperance card. I also get this sort of energy when I get Temperance, that it's divine timing and it is right. Thank you, Rosie, that's beautiful, thank you. It's about being in the right place, right time when I see the Temperance card. And I feel like something is coming to a head here that you need to make a decision on. Now, because of this energy that's coming through here, the decision may not necessarily be about something that's solid. It may not be about a person or a place or a thing. It might be that the decision that you're trying to make here is about, you know, a direction you want to go in or a new direction. And maybe you're stuck fast because this sort of has this energy of I'm comfortable with where I am. But then I see the Temperance card and I think, no, the universe is saying to you, now it's time to move. Do you need to consider a new direction? And after Lauren saying that, I'm feeling really strongly like it's like, no, you need to get on it now because the Temperance card is here. So if you've been procrastinating, yeah, beautiful. If you've been procrastinating about something or unsure of whether to move forward, or stuck on the fence about making a decision on how to move forward, the universe here is saying to you, it's the right time. We do have the Hermit card here. So I feel like here you may feel the need to really make a decision that feels comfortable for you, and it may mean taking time out to decide on a new direction. I feel like something is coming here, and it's been coming through the readings all week. I feel like next year is going to bring in, it's going to sort of usher in a whole new world for many of us. And I feel a lot of us have been sort of trying to get ourselves off the ground, have been trying to get ourselves out there. But it may have been a bit of a struggle for you, and you may have found that was quite difficult. But I feel like once you make this decision, once you choose to go in a particular direction, it just means this energy is going to flow for you. So if it's something you're after, you know, like a new contract, a new job, a new career, whatever it is, once you've made the decision, for me, it just feels, yeah, see the Knight of Wands, like your passion is there, you're up and going, you're moving forward. So I very much feel with the Knight of Wands here that you're going to find, and Six of Pentacles, that once you invest in yourself, the universe is going to help you to move forward here. So if you've been trying to get something up and going, you've been trying to get a new direction in something, for you, Libra, I feel that once you make the decision to move forward, hey, Kerry, how you going? Once you make the decision to move forward, it's like the universe is going to be right behind you on this. Caitlin, are you really up at this time of the day? Caitlin's up and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning where she is. So thank you for joining us, Caitlin. All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. See, this is the energy. This is what I'm feeling. It's like once you've made the decision, once you've, you know, decided to invest in something or move in a particular direction. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you going? It's lovely to have you on board. It's like everything will just fall into place. I feel like the universe is behind you. I feel like it's really time with this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you've been ready for a while, but maybe you haven't trusted you haven't trusted the energy that you're getting here. But somehow or another, the universe is saying, yes, it's time. Once you've made the decision to do whatever this is, you are moving in the right direction. You've got the universe behind you. All right, so we have the Six of Swords. There you go. So you may be, like I said before, because we have the Devil energy. No, Jeanette, I'm just doing the readings for Libra. So I'm on Libra at the moment. You have the Devil energy and you have the Six of Swords. So for some of you, this is definitely moving from an old way of being. That's what I'm feeling. That's why I said I don't feel it's like, some of the readings make me feel like you're moving away from people or situations. But this energy that's coming through with this Devil energy this morning says to me you are moving away from this old way of being that you've been stuck in. An old habit, an old place, an old way of doing things within yourself that you're letting go. Because you are definitely letting go of this Devil energy, whatever this Devil energy means for you. And we know with the Devil energy, it can talk about all things ego. So it could be moving away from an old way of behaving, an old thought pattern, but you're definitely leaving something behind. See? Yeah. And you're learning how to trust in your own energy. And this is really hard for many of us because we've not been used to being totally self-sufficient. So it's about us trusting that where we're going is the right direction. But I feel like once you make that decision, it's like the universe is right behind you. And here you are waiting for your ships to come in. So there is something coming to you here. And this has been very, very evident in the readings. I feel like for some of you, it's stardom. It's the energy of fame and fortune, like that energy of everything just falling into place. So if it's about a new career, if it's about heading into something where you're now in the limelight, contracts, any of those sort of things, I feel like the universe is opening for you. Beautiful. If it's a job, it's very likely that you will be in the market for a job in this very like near future here, because it's coming through very, very strongly at the moment that there's a complete change, a new direction. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords. So there's communication coming through. Page of Inspiration or Page of Wands coming through here with the Eight of Cups. So again, this energy of leaving something behind and going forward with this sort of passionate energy. I feel like some of you are getting notifications, some of you are getting some sort of communication here that is going to help you move away from the old way of being. So you're letting go, but it's through some sort of communication. So if it's a job, you may be hearing of an opportunity. Again, if it's a contract, you may be, yeah, I'm just doing air signs this morning, Caitlin. I'm feeling like I want to do a different day every week and do one of the elements daily because I really enjoy talking to you all. It's really nice. I feel like communication is coming in for you. We do have the Four of Swords coming through. I'll give it a good, oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Isn't that beautiful to get at that point? Okay, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so there's a definite feeling here. Let's just go through the mini read again and we'll go back and pull this one apart. Two of Swords, a decision that needs to be made. Yeah, I'll be doing Gemini shortly. I'll be doing Gemini. I'll do Aquarius next and then Gemini. All right, so I have the Five of Wands. So there's some energy here of you being a little bit stuck in an energy of what direction to go in. But when I see the Temperance card, I feel like this is the right time. If you've had an idea, a way of doing things, a request for the universe, a request for a job, whatever it is, it's like the timing is right for you now. I feel like here with the Hermit card, there may be a need for you to feel comfortable with that decision. To make that decision, you might want to take time out just to really feel comfortable about the direction you're going in. Because once you've made this decision, once you decide to go in that direction, the universe is sitting right with you here. You are absolutely co-creating. And look at this, we had the Magician behind that. So it's like once you make the decision on what you want, so if it's a job, make sure that you're putting out to the universe exactly what sort of job you want, exactly what you want. Because I feel like whatever you're manifesting here, it needs to be in line with what you're doing. That Two of Swords says to me, you need to be really thoughtful about which direction you're going in. And don't be, you know, this whole idea of being humble and only asking for small amounts is not really the way to go. Spirit wants you to be able to ask for what you want, not for what you think you need. So being open to that is really important. So if it's a new idea for a business, if it's a job you want, be really clear about what you're asking the universe for, because you are manifesting. And the Wheel of Fortune is here, which says to me, your manifestations are about to come into being. For some of you, this is a dream, all right? Some of you, this is a dream. This is the energy of wanting a particular thing, whether that's writing a book, whether it's doing acting, whether it's a contract that keeps you, keeps your money flow going. Whatever it is, you need to ask for it now. The cards are saying, you know, this is the time to step up, ask for what you want, and then just wait for it all to happen. And that's what it looks like to me. But you need to be sure that it's the direction you want to go in. All right, let's just put a couple more cards on this and we'll... Okay, so I have the King of Wands coming through with the Two of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Star. So I feel like somebody is definitely getting some sort of offer coming through here. But I want to say with the King of Wands energy, that's you taking the leadership in your own life. That's you grabbing something and going for it, right? I do feel here, thanks Ava. I do feel here with the Two of Cups that for some of you this may be partnership. It may be working with another person. I do feel here with the Judgment card that you're getting this opportunity here to move in a brand new direction. This is like starting over again, having the opportunity for this time to do what you want to do. You know, many of us get into jobs because it earns us money. We need the money, so we get focused on that. But this time, it's going to be what you want and where you're going especially. And I do have the Star here. So I have no doubt that I'm talking to people who are going to start making it big somewhere here. So if you wanted to launch yourself, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, whether you're launching a new website, there's contracted agreements coming towards you here without any doubt. And I feel like this is really pushing your life in a brand new direction here. All right, we will change the deck and we will move on to Aquarius. Okay, let's go with the Gilded Tarot. All right, Aquarius, this is your reading here. Okay, and yes, please. Aquarius, what's going on for you? We'll give them a little bit of a shuffle. We're using my Gilded Tarot deck here. And we'll see what's going on. Ah, website modeling in your art. Honestly, Ava, this is the time to get going. And you are very welcome, Elizabeth. I feel like the stuff that's coming through in the readings at the moment, it's almost like urgent, you know, get yourself ready because you're on a new ride. I feel like 2022, although, so we have 20226 year, rebuilding. Okay, so this is why you're coming into a new time here. And I'm sure that I've heard about it in the astrology too. So no doubt this is a really good time for you to embark on something new, especially if you have Libra in your chart. Now, I always say, like, I'm a Capricorn, but I have a Libra moon. And Libra for me is an energy that I'm very comfortable with. Yeah, I don't know about you, though, all things wavy. That this particular deck just doesn't last as well as some of the other decks. So I use a Jour de Vivre tarot for the Gemini reading. All right, Aquarius, let's get into your readings. Spirit, just give me a nice little reading for the beautiful Aquarius viewers. All right, let's see what's going on. Smash the like button. That's the way. Thank you. All right, Aquarius, I have got you a little bit defensive here. Something is going on here at the moment. Oh, is it a full moon in Gemini? Be nice for the Gemini reading. So I have you feeling a little bit like you've got to stand your ground here. Ah, Libra moon. Yeah, and I have Aquarius in my Venus, so that's quite interesting. Yeah, it's really funny when I come on here, sometimes people have very similar planetary placements as I do. Aquarius, standing your ground. I feel that for some unknown reason here, you feel like you've got to be a little bit defensive about something. So let's see what's going on. All right, okay. Not liking change here. There is something coming towards you in the way of change that you're feeling a little uncomfortable with. I feel Aquarius, hey sister, how you going? I feel like Aquarius, I don't feel that you are resistant to change ordinarily, but something that's coming in here is making you feel a little resistant to something changing. So you're sort of standing your ground on something here. Let's see what, hey Midnight Moon, how you going? Oh, could be in regards to a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person here. Okay, let's just get into this energy a little bit more. Because I see you really standing, this can be a partner too, or a person that you have some sort of connection with. And there is some sort of change in regard to this energy here. So let's just go a little bit further. You're resisting something here. Oh, wow, something that's on your path here. There's some sort of offer coming through for you. All right, you're definitely being resistant and taking time out about this. You know, sometimes I see people manifesting. You ask for something, you know, and you say to the universe, I want something. And when it does come through, all of a sudden you have this feeling that perhaps what you asked for is not right for you. Now, it could be in regards to a person, a love interest, which is coming through very strongly, but it also feels like to me, Gemini Venus, it almost feels like to me you're being resistant about something that you thought you wanted, but now maybe you've moved in a little bit of a different time for gratitude for learnings over the past 12 months, letting go of pain. I feel so too. I feel like you have had something come your way again, and perhaps this time around you're saying, I don't want to do it that way anymore. I want to move in a new direction. So there is something here that the universe is offering you to move towards or away from. Could be in regards to a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You may be dealing with someone who's in another situation, always comes out with the Three of Cups, but I don't feel as though that is the case. I feel like you're embracing this new journey because you are letting go of something here. But I see you standing in the King of Swords energy. So what I'm feeling like here is that you are being resistant about what you are moving towards now. Hey Jen, how you going? You're no longer accepting what was coming through before. It's like you've made a conscious decision to bring change in, but you're resisting the change. So what that feels like to me is like new things are coming towards you, but it's like you don't want them anymore. You're resisting something and you're trying to move in a new direction. Now, for some of you, this may be in regards to an offer from an earth sign, in which case I see you refusing the offer and choosing to move away from it. I feel like you may be realizing that you've been in a pattern of doing things a certain way, and maybe that certain way is now becoming obvious to you and you're choosing to move in a new direction. So there's a resistance here. It's like you're saying to the universe, I don't want it that way anymore. This is what I want in future, and this is the direction I want to go in. All right, interestingly enough, you have the Queen of Swords coming through here. Now, the Queen of Swords doesn't put up with stuff. Like, she knows how to cut stuff out. She knows what is right for her and what is not. It's that energy of being assertive, direct. It's nice to have you on here too. Yeah, I'm going to try and do an extra live every week and do one of the star signs every week, but do a different one each time because I love the interaction too, and I miss talking to some of you too. So the Queen of Swords is about you starting to understand that you have the power here to cut out what's not right for you, but also to be vocal about what you want in your life. So being comfortable about saying and speaking up to the universe and saying, you know, this is what I've been doing up until now. I'm really not comfortable with the way I've been doing things and I want to change. I want this now. I don't want this anymore. So maybe you've been settling. Just remember the word settling because we're seeing, yeah, I agree with you, all things wavy. I feel that you need to change something, absolutely, and you've changed states. What a good way to go. But definitely sort of being able to say to the universe, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing what I've been doing. I don't like what I'm doing, and I want to do things in a completely different way from here on inwards. All right, and we have the Empress. So there you go, standing in your power. So remembering who you are, Aquarius, remembering who you are at the very core of you, but understanding that actually you have more power in regards to who you are to ask for what you want than perhaps you did before. We're all brought up with this sort of humbleness, you know, where we sort of, you know, we're scared to ask for things because somehow we don't think we deserve them, or we don't think that we should, you know, perhaps go in the direction we want to because we're not good enough, tall enough, you know, as I always say, thin enough, whatever. And I feel like here with this Empress energy, you're saying now, I want to change the direction. I want to change. I'm going to ask for exactly what I want. And look at the power you've got in those two energies. So the Queen of Swords coming up with the Empress just strengthens that Queen of Swords energy for me. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups. So you're definitely cutting through the BS here. Definitely. And you have the Devil card. No fear. No fear here. So whatever it is with you, whatever's been holding you back, whatever you've been like that defensive energy about, you're about to let go of, because you're starting to see not just the pattern of doing things in a way that really hasn't served who you've become. You're actually starting to see that you may have feared things for a really long time. What are you fearing? Are you fearing the failure? Are you fearing that you may have success? What is it that you're fearing here? Because this Seven of Cups talks about some sort of illusion you've created around yourself. Maybe it is about your own value here. Maybe you're starting to understand your value because you're not fearing anything anymore. You're jumping. You're not being sort of full of risks. What is it that's changed for you that you're starting to understand how to let the resistance go? Why are you resisting your birthright? Let's just keep going here. Okay, so you have the Ace of Wands coming through with the Page of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Whatever it is, you're closing it out here. I feel like with that and the Devil card, you're resisting because you have a negative mindset. Now, we've been seeing this a lot lately with that whole sort of like victim-y mentality where, you know, before you've even started something, before you've even moved into something, you go into self-protection mode. Remember, survival mode. That's all it is. I think with victim mentality, we view it very negatively, but it is a survival mechanism. It's not helpful. It does not really serve you. But because you've learned how to do it that way, perhaps you're sort of... you're slipping into the old pattern. You're slipping into the old pattern where you are self-sabotaging, all right? And this is because of your own negative programming. Your negative programming is putting you right there. For some of you, it is definitely about poverty. It's about worrying that you will have enough, worrying that it's the right direction, worrying that you've got enough resources within you. But it's about putting all that on the back burner and just heading for what you want here. All right, beautiful. Look at this. So whatever it is coming towards you, I have these two energies sitting right next to each other. So this is being paid for your passion. This is receiving money for what you're driving towards. This energy here of the Ace of Wands tells me that whatever your passion is, whatever you're moving towards here is going to be very lucrative. You may not be seeing it at this time because you're stuck in this illusion here of a past way of thinking or fear. This is the illusion for you. I can't do it. I can't get there. I don't have what it needs. It's almost like you need to sort of, it's like you just need to get across the other side of the fence here. And when I see this, I think this is beautiful. This is getting paid for what you love to do. This is money, a new start, what you love to do, but this time you're getting paid for it. So for some of you, it may be some sort of hobby that you're turning into something creative. Six of Swords, yeah, definitely moving away from an old way of being. We have the Lovers card here, so I'm going to just get some cards to clarify that. All right, so I see you resisting. You're resisting change, but I feel like you're resisting that change because of fear. I also feel that this King of Pentacles could be somebody that's representing a person in your life, but the energy here now says to me this is more likely you're resisting your own fame and fortune, your own success. All right, so what I feel like here, and there's celebration around that too. So you're working. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really good, all things wavy, because you're on your way to stardom here. I feel like there's an opportunity coming towards you here that you are not going to resist anymore. You may need to stand back a little bit, but really you have everything you need to complete this. So don't be afraid of what's coming towards you. Don't be afraid of taking things up and having a go at them, because for me, looking at this, don't let your fears stand in the way of what you want. You're absolutely 100% capable of manifesting what you want here with that Magician. I just want to have a look at the Lovers, because I feel like for some of you it may be about love. It may be creating a new relationship here, and if that's the case and that's what you're trying to do, don't resist. Go for it, because you're creating with the Lovers card. Oh, wow. Okay, so for some of you, it would definitely be about creating with a person. Have a look at that. So for some of you, this may be creating a new relationship, or it may be bringing something around that is going to lead to a new relationship with the Lovers card. I also want to say to you, there may be more than one opportunity here, but there is celebration here. But with these two, you may have an opportunity coming towards you here for love, as well as creating a future for yourself in work. Both energies very evident here. So whatever it is, you're letting go of fear, you're cutting through the illusion of lack, and you're welcoming into your life what is right for you. You're realizing your power here. One more card. Yeah, look at that. Standing in your truth, Aquarius. This is standing up for what you believe in. This is clarity. And what I want to say to you, which is really beautiful in this reading, look at these positive cards here. So new starts, new beginnings, possibly new love coming through, definitely moving away from an old idea or an old illusion that is no longer serving you here. Whatever it was that was holding you back, you are now standing in this power. Beautiful reading, Aquarius. Very, very nice. And if it's love you're after, you're creating that as well. So there's no holds barred here. All right. Just breathed in my own saliva. That's something I do quite regularly, apparently. Okay, we're going to use the Jour de Vivre Tarot for the reading for Gemini. All right, let's just give them a good shuffle and we'll get into the Gemini reading. Sounds like some of you have got all air in your charts too. You're very welcome, all things wavy. Like me, Libra. I have a lot of cardinal signs too, but Libra, Moon and Aquarius in Venus, so a lot of air in my chart, but actually I'm predominantly fire. I have a lot of fire. I have a Sagittarius stellium, so sometimes the, let's have a look for you. Job news or financial improvement. Let's have a look for you. I feel like the readings have been very, very positive this week around money and career opportunities, getting things off the ground, trusting in your own judgment. Very, very clear this week within a lot of the readings that I've been doing. So I feel like it's a really lucrative and positive time for people. And despite the current circumstances in the world, I think it's pretty impressive that so many people are really doing well in this current climate. Okay, so interestingly enough, this is a card that has been coming through a lot this week, and it's the Death card. When the Death card comes through, what it talks about is transformation. It's talking about things changing. Sometimes these can be deep, transformative changes within you. Ah, you have Sagittarius too, yeah. Air-fire combo. Well, what air does to fire is quite obvious, isn't it? Stirs it all up. I got Sagittarius, a lot of fire in my chart, predominantly fire, but I do have a little bit of water, so that helps me out too. The funny part is Capricorn Sun, and the Capricorn Sun for me is probably, apart from really the work stuff, being a hard worker, ethical worker, I agree with all that around the Capricorn, but very little else, even though it's my Capricorn Sun, really resonates there. Libra is so much more pertinent to me. But the Death card is the card of Scorpio. It is the card of great transformation, but I feel like with this card, what we're talking about is transformation on every level here. This isn't just something that you're changing. This is something that you are really transforming through. Really starting to see a new version of yourself here with this Death card. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands coming through. There's communication coming through for you here. Nine of Pentacles showing up again, which has come up in every reading really in the last few weeks. Showing people moving into that space of really understanding their own power, perhaps to manifest here, and especially if it's in regard to money or career, very, very pertinent energy. It always reminds me of Thumbelina here, if everybody sort of knows the story of Thumbelina. So I'm pretty sure that's what they were getting at. So there's definitely a feeling of standing in your power here. Some of you have more stable employment coming through with the Hierophant here. Sometimes for me, the Hierophant can represent work within governments or work within large organizations, banks, churches, those sort of things. I really feel here that you may secure something here in that arena, in that sort of stable energy, a stable job here within some sort of large organizations, because you have the Chariot card here. So there's definitely something happening, moving you forward here. Let's have a look. Four of Wands. Yeah, you've got stability written all over your reading here, and a brand new start with the Ace of Wands. Three of Pentacles is beautiful. For some of you, this is about, and Queen of Pentacles coming out too. Money written all over your reading, Gemini, after you've asked about that. This could be project work, teamwork, something coming through here with the Three of Pentacles. Brand new start here. I feel like for some of you, this may be stability with the Four of Wands, building new stability, moving forward here. Definitely something stable coming through for you here, but a complete transformation. So for some of you, it may be moving into a new area. It may be doing something that you've never done before with that sort of death energy, something that you're undertaking that perhaps you've not ever tried before, but you're ready with that Nine of Pentacles. You're ready to take something on. So something may be offered or communicated to you in regards to work, or, hey, Chandra, how you going? May be offered to you here that you've never done before. But with that Chariot, you're ready to jump on board with it. You're trusting here with that Nine of Pentacles, that Aquarius, nice. You're trusting with that Nine of Pentacles that you're moving in the right direction. You're trusting your judgment here. It's beautiful energy. But I feel like here, definitely, again, the energy, creative work. Now, I feel like here, what is good to keep in mind is that whatever is coming towards you may not be something it obviously is something that you want to do, but it may not be something that you've done before. Oh, nice. Cappy rising. What a beautiful energy. It may not be something that you've done, but I feel like here that it's something that you feel really drawn to or want to do. But whatever this opportunity is for you, Gemini, it's groundbreaking is what Spirit is talking about. It's taking you in a brand new direction. Now, I feel again there's a lot of energy of change of career, change of financial situation, and a change of heart or mind here. Because with that Death card, there is a feeling here that you're going to be embarking on something new, but it's really taking you in the direction you want to. So maybe it's not something you've done before, but it is definitely something you are ready to try. And it's going to be very stable. All right, Two of Pentacles coming through. So definitely a lot of Pentacles energy in your reading. The Two of Pentacles always talks about having two options and trying to balance out which is the right way to go. And I sort of feel this energy here, because what I feel is you're being offered something that you haven't done before, because you're feeling like you want to embark on a new journey or move down a new direction. And the Two of Pentacles for me is that energy of sort of trying to toss up how to balance it out. Maybe you're looking at, you know, do I have enough resources to do this? Is this the direction I want to go in? Definitely with the Two of Pentacles. All right, so we have the Hanged Man coming through. Wow. All right, with the Knight of Cups. There is definitely an offer on the table for you here. Yeah, I've finished Aquarius, BB girl. You'll be able to go back and watch that. I didn't timestamp it, so if any of you feel like you want a timestamp, I'd be most grateful. The Three of Cups coming through. So there's a big celebration here. This is, again, the energy of what I'm feeling with this reading. It's like you've been given an opportunity to do something new, and although it isn't something you may have dabbled in before, it's something you really want to do. It's creating that energy of I'm trying to put it into words. It's like this energy of curiosity, I want to say. So whatever this is, it's fascinating, but you've not done it before, but you're curious enough and you've got enough desire to try this. Whatever it is, it's definitely something new. I don't feel you're tossing up, because the offer is here and the celebration is here. So I don't feel like you're really tossing up whether it's right for you or not, because you look like to me you're going to accept the offer. Ah, there you go. But this is something you haven't done before, okay? So it's sort of like the opportunity here with the Hanged Man and the Two of Pentacles. It's like you are probably tossing up more around your own resources and what you have to offer. I don't feel you're going to knock this offer back. I feel like it's perfect for you. But I feel like somehow or another you're tossing up here whether you feel that you have the right resources to do it, but you're going to do it anyway. So you're trusting yourself to be able to do this, whatever it is for you. So we have the Two of Swords coming through again. I had a lot of that. The Six of Wands, which is a card of victory, which is a really nice card to get right smack bang in the middle of your reading. And the King of Coins energy coming out. This to me is success, like it's success. The King of Pentacles is focused on his money or her money, no doubt about it. But for me, it is like being in the, you know, in the game, well and truly in the game, and reaping the rewards for it with the King of Pentacles. It's success. This person is successful. And the Six of Wands with the victory tells me that you're going to be successful in this field. But there's still a little bit of energy of you tossing up and probably being quite nervous about taking the opportunity, but I don't feel that you're going to knock it back. You're not going to knock it back. Whatever it is, you're going to go for it. Page of Cups with the Five of Cups. Now there we go with that. Don't look back at past disappointment, because look how far you've come with the Strength card. So Pisces rising, moon in Taurus. A nice balance of signs there, Chandra. All right, so what I see here, let's just do the mini read and we'll go back and pull it apart a little bit. I see a great transformation, and now doing the reading, the transformation that's coming here is this energy of having the skills but never doing the work before. That's what it feels like. It's almost like you may have had the resources, but you may not have done the job before, because it's coming through as a little bit of nervousness in your reading. And there is a little tiny bit of a fear of I don't like fear of failure. I feel like it's more fear of success. It frightens you that you're being given this opportunity. Absolutely. So I feel like here there's a transformation coming, but the transformation for me is that you're now getting to put skills and talents into operation that perhaps you haven't used before or haven't done in this way before. So for example, you may have been, you talk theatre, you may have done acting before, you may have done, you know, amateur stuff, you may have been on the stage, but now somebody's coming forward with your first paid role and you're like, okay, I'm getting money for it this time, I can't get it wrong. But you can't help sort of dipping back into what you've done before. You can't help dipping back into it and wondering whether you have the skills to do it. But it's going to work no matter what you want. Yeah. So with this card here, there is transformation. I see communication coming through. I feel like you're getting an offer here. I feel like you're getting an offer, and I feel like there's definitely cause to celebrate here. Now, there's definitely something big coming at you here, because I do see celebration. I see a victory. I see doubts, yeah, but I feel like you're still understanding how far you've come with this Strength card, and you're really focused on what you know you have to offer. Even though the doubts are creeping in, you're still focused on what you have, because you have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is the card of success. We have something stable coming through for you here with the Hierophant, and I feel like whatever this is you're doing possibly is a contracted agreement or something that you're doing as part of that that's going to make your life more stable for you, because we have the Chariot coming through, which says to me that you are heading in the right direction here. The Four of Wands, of course, talks about stability at its best, building something, and you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Three of Pentacles, so you're working in a team here, but definitely success coming through, and we have the Queen of Pentacles on the other end of that. So this reading has success written all over it. So as I see it, there is contemplation here, but I feel like the contemplation is sort of null and void with the Strength card here, because you have the Strength card And the King of Coins coming through here, which makes me feel that you know deep inside that you'll be successful at this. Don't sort of slip back into these old energies. When you're tossing up, remember that they are your past, not your future. This is where you are now with this Strength card. Victory. There is definitely an offer coming through that is going to make you feel victorious. Yeah, sure, you might slide a little bit into the whole, can I do this? But I think 100% you're going to realize that you can take the offer and run with it. And it's going to create a lot of transformation with you. And I feel like that transformation is part of you moving to the next level. Like letting go of your fears and being able to fully grasp what you've got here. Let's just pull a couple more cards. All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. You're letting go. Look at that. You are letting go of an old way of being here, an old way of doing things. You're approaching this really differently. That's why you're getting that Scorpio energy. I feel like for some of you here, this is definitely some sort of contracted agreement coming through here. And I feel like maybe the way you were doing it differently before, maybe you were always sort of scraping by, whereas now you've got an opportunity for fame and fortune, I want to say. So you're definitely heading in the right direction here. What a beautiful reading. All right. Before we go any further, I feel like I just want to read an oracle card for an overall, for the overall readings here. They're all very similar though, aren't they? Okay. Oh, I've got back to front ones, upside down ones. All right, we've got karmic relationships coming through here, and that's about soul growth. So you may be working with somebody here who sees your potential, and a double mission. All right, let's have a look at those two. Okay, karmic relationships. I can't help thinking, because it's Orion energy, polarity, soul growth and conflict. I can't help thinking with that karmic relationship energy that you may be working with someone who's going to see your potential. Let's have a look. Interesting. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm going to just read this first paragraph because I feel like it might resonate with you. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who are part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Now, I feel like here, because they're talking about conflict resulting in unity and growth, and opening the heart and mind to see things from a different point of view. And that's really Two of Pentacles energy for me right there. So I feel like sometimes when we meet somebody that we can form a partnership, and don't forget the Three Pentacles were in the last reading. So whenever you see Three Pentacles, it always means you've got people working together for the greater good, no matter which way you look at it. It's always about two entities, three entities, but you're working together for something more. And I feel like here that for many of you, you may end up working with somebody here because you've got a double mission coming through. So you may end up with working with somebody, maybe working with somebody also who you end up having some sort of connection with on a romantic level, but you're definitely working together in this energy. So the double mission here, it's about having a purpose. So, you know, when you meet somebody and you work with somebody, and then all of a sudden, instead of doing it by yourself, you have twice as many skills or twice as much, energy, twice as much experience. At the end of the day, I feel like here, for all of those readings, it may be very relevant for you to work with someone to bring about a greater good. It talks about a career calling, sharing your voice, soul memories. It says here, if you pull this card, you're being called to remember your collective mission and step into it even more fully. You're being reminded that your role as a light worker is to light up the world with your presence. So it could be if you're, for example, moving into a job where somebody's seeing your potential and that's where the offer's coming from. or you're moving into a relationship where somebody's seeing your potential. This says to me that somehow or another you're going to be working with this person for the greater good of all. Beautiful energy coming through for those. So if you identify with being a light worker or a star seed, I feel like you're about to step into something that is really going to move you forward and give you an opportunity on your path, not just to create the world that you want to see, but you're working with somebody else who has a similar vision or even the same vision as you. It's really nice energy. Anyway, folks, that's it. I will see you next week. I'll do one of the other signs next week. Thank you, Midnight Moon. Let your light shine. That's beautiful. Thank you for joining me. It's been absolutely delightful to have you on board. And I hope to see you again next week. I feel like if I'm doing these, I probably will aim for around about the same time frame. But I'm really enjoying this because I enjoy interacting with everybody. Now, I did see that somebody had paid for a reading there. Let's just have a look who it was. Jen, I wouldn't normally do this because I'm not on to do personal readings today, but because you have not seen what's going on, I am going to just do a quick reading for you because you paid for it. Can I see any changes happening for you, Jen? So let's have a look. So hopefully you stay on till the end and you catch this reading. If you're still here, send me a little message and I know you're still on board. But I do super chats on Wednesdays at midday. So if you want to join me there, I always do paid readings on Wednesdays at 12 o'clock. But if I come on at other times, I don't usually do that. I want to do readings for the collective. All right, Jen. Oh, yeah, something big's happening for you, Jen. You can feel it, can you? You're making some sort of decision, or you're in the process of making some sort of decision where you're putting yourself first here. There's very much this energy of, I count, I want to say. I feel like you're making yourself, thanks Caitlin, thank you always for your help. Yes, Lauren, we'll chat soon, definitely. I feel like here you're making some sort of decision to move away from something. So whatever this change is for you, you could be letting go of somebody or something or some way of doing things because you're definitely walking away. I see you being very unsatisfied by where you are in this time because you're stepping into this beautiful Queen of Wands energy. So whatever it is here is going to bring you much more stability, but that could be moving away from a job, a person, or something more substantial here with the Hierophant. There's definitely a decision being made as to change. You want change, no doubt about it at all. So when you're asking, are things going to change for you? Yes, because you've told the universe, I can see that. You've said to the universe, I want change in my life, and that's what they're delivering. But in order for you to take this change, you have to step into your leadership abilities. So you've got to be able to say, these are the areas I want to change, or this is what I want in my life. Yep, look at this, manifestation at its best. All right, so what you're doing here is you've said to the universe here, and we have the Hermit card as well. You've said to the universe, I'm not happy with how things are in my life. I'm really dissatisfied. I want to make changes here with this Two of Swords, but I'm in a bit of a stalemate and I don't know the direction I want to go in. So you need to take time out with the Hermit. You need to step into your Queen of Wands energy and be really clear about what you want to manifest. If you're going backwards and forwards and you're unclear, then the universe doesn't know how to work with you. So you've got to be clear about what you want. So it's no good saying, I want to manifest a job, because you're going to get hit with all sorts of jobs. It won't be always the ones you want. So what you need to be saying is, I would like a job where I can do this, this and this, and this is the sort of job I want. And then you will manifest more of what you want then. But don't forget, once you've asked the universe, just let it go. You don't have to keep focusing on it. The universe has heard your call. I can see it on the table. You are asking for change because you are not satisfied with where you are. Oh, you're still on board. Yeah, Jen, so whatever it is, you are getting change, things coming towards you quite rapidly, but be prepared to step up to the plate, because if whatever's coming your way may be very, very lucrative and very good, but you've got to be clear about what it is you want. All right, I'm going. I need to go shopping. Yick. All right, I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me. Mwah.